So what does a home inspector look for when you're buying a resale home? And that's what we're talking about today. So let's roll. Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about when you buy a resale home, what does the home inspector look for? This is a very important topic because we feel that you need to hire home inspection every time.
Yes.
Right? But before we get started, I'm Angela O'Hare, your favorite Las Vegas Realtor.
And I'm the sidekick, Damian Barton.
And if you're thinking about buying or selling in Las Vegas, you know who to call. Me at
702-370-5112.
All right, folks, show us some love, hit that like and subscribe, and we're going to get started right now. After you made an offer on a home and accepted, it's wise to contact a home inspector to get a home inspection done on that home to see if there are any major flaws and anything that needs to be fixed. After all, even if the house looks like it's in good condition, I never recommend skipping this part because you never know what's hidden behind walls, electrical, plumbing. There's so many things that could go wrong, and looks can definitely be deceiving.
So, what does a home inspector look for anyway? Inspectors run down a checklist of potential problems. While we won't list all 1,600, here's the boiled down version.
And number one is the grounds. Inspectors are looking for current or future water issues such as standing puddles and faulty grading or downspouts. They check out landscaping to see if trees and shrubs are in good condition, and they also check to make sure they're not touching the roof. And they evaluate pathways, retaining walls, sheds, and railings on the exterior of the house.
Number 2, structure. Is the foundation solid? Are the sides straight? Are the windows and door frames square? This part of the inspection is particularly important when you're considering buying an older home.
Yeah, and they'll also check to see if there's any structural cracks. And oftentimes due to settling, you will see hairline cracks. But if that crack is bigger than a nickel width, then there's an issue with your structural.
Rule of thumb there.
Yep. And number 3, roof. The inspector's looking for defects in the tile, the flashings, the fascia, all of which can cause ceiling drips, loose gutters, and defects in chimneys and skylights. So it's very important. That roof, especially if you're an older home, it's very important to know the condition of the roof.
We don't want to see any underlayment on that.
Yeah.
Number 4, exterior. The inspector will look for siding cracks, rot or decay, cracking or flaking masonry, cracks in the stucco, dents or even bowing in vinyl, blistering or flaking paint, and adequate clearing between siding and earth, which should be a minimum of 6 inches to avoid damage from moisture, although dirt can be in contact with the cement foundation. That's okay.
Yeah, they make sure it's just not as high up to the bottom of the house, right?
Right.
You know, we live where it's a cement foundation or concrete foundation, where some states it's a little different.
Like they have basements and things in some states.
Yeah, exactly. And number 5, windows, doors, and trim. If you want to keep heat in, cold out, and energy bills low, windows and doors must be in good working condition. The inspector will see if frames are secure and without rot, caulking is solid and secure, and the glass is undamaged.
We want to see those seals nice and tight in there.
Yeah.
Number 6, interior rooms. Inspectors are concerned about leaning walls that indicate faulty framing, stained ceilings that could point to water problems, adequate insulation behind the walls, and insufficient heating vents that could make a room cold or drafty. Because you'll see them, they'll be testing the temperature as well.
Yeah, they'll have an infrared light to test also not for the temperatures, but also for mold and water.
Correct.
Yeah. And number 7, kitchens. Inspectors make sure range hood fans vent to the outside, ground fault circuit interpreter or GFCI protection exists for electrical outlets within 6 feet of the sink. No leaks occur under the sink, and cabinet doors and drawers operate properly. They also test the dishwasher. They look under the sink to make sure there's an air gap for the dishwasher. They will also test the sink itself to make sure there's no leaks coming out. They'll test the appliances, the oven, all that good stuff in the kitchen.
They do. Number 8, bathrooms. Inspectors, they want to see the toilets flushing, drains draining, shower spraying, and tubs securely fastened.
Yeah, and they'll look to see if the caulking is out of place, or if it's missing, anything loose, or if that shower glass is loose or
Yep,
whatever.
it's shaky
And all that good stuff. So they will inspect every inch of this house.
I even like how they even look under the cabinets and stuff too to make sure there's no leaks there.
Exactly. They'll fill up the sink and then let it sit for a minute to see if anything leaks underneath. Which takes us to number 9, plumbing. Inspectors are evaluating pipes, drains, water heaters, and water pressure and temperature. Especially when we're doing new construction, I make sure I turn on the hot water and all the sinks in the house, because sometimes it may not be turned on, it may not be flowing. How fast does the hot come to the sink? So it's very important to also test everything.
Number 10, electrical. Inspectors will check if the visible wiring and electrical panels are in good shape, light switches work correctly, and there are enough outlets in each room.
Yeah, and they also test the GFCI. Typically in a bathroom, laundry room, garage, there should be GFCI outlets in there as well, to make sure that it's a grounded outlet.
Doesn't light up your life.
Exactly. Now we're going to talk about how you can help with the home inspector. Bring any and all concerns about the property to your inspector before he begins, so he'll keep a sharp lookout for possible problems. If the seller has disclosed damage, give your inspector a heads up about that too. Another smart move is to accompany inspector during its rounds. It's in your very best interest to understand the home, its systems, and potential problems. We recommend doing that maybe within an hour or two of the home inspection, not during the whole entire inspection, because you don't want to interrupt him working, right? Usually
Don't be
you
a
find
bug.
out when is the best time to come. It could be within the last half hour of the inspection. That way he can walk you through any issues that she has found.
Yeah.
Right.
For instance, an inspector can introduce you to the electrical panels and shut off water valves, which the seller may not know how to operate or they forgot to show you. And if he spots a problem, he can show you exactly how a system is malfunctioning and even what it means.
Yeah, I like when our home inspector, they'll take a picture of where the main shutoff water line is for future reference, as well as the main gas shutoff line is, and the electrical panel. Save these reports for the future. If you have a leak and you're like, where's my water line?
Yeah, exactly.
You know exactly where
Shut
it's
up, Al.
located. Yeah. Then we're going to talk about what happens next. Provided that you have a home inspection contingency in your offer, you can renegotiate with the seller to fix certain problems or to lower the price. So basically what will happen is the home inspection will happen. The home inspector will email you and me the home inspection report. We will go over that report together page by page and assess what items we want the seller to fix, right? The seller could come back 4 different ways on how they're going to proceed. They can say, yes, I'm going to fix everything. Or they'll say, you know what, I'll fix some of this and not that. Or they'll say, you know what, forget about it. It's a hot seller's market. I'm not fixing anything. Or they'll say, in lieu of repairs, we're going to offer you a credit that you can apply towards your closing costs.
Now you know what to expect.
Yeah, so oftentimes in this type of market, most sellers will fix everything. We've seen it many different ways. Sometimes if the seller is not living in the home, they may just offer a credit in lieu of the repairs. So it just depends on the situation of the seller. Now, the nice thing is with the home inspection, there is a contingency, which we call a due diligence contingency. It's anywhere between 10 and 12 days. So within that 10 to 12 days, if you and the seller can agree to those terms, then you can back out and still get your earnest money deposit back, which I feel is very important.
Yeah, and great protection there.
Yeah, so it's very important to have an inspection during your due diligence contingency. Even if you're a new home or if you feel that there's going to be no issues, I never say waive that home inspection. It's very important to get done.
Yeah, and your agent will get that moving right away.
Yeah, as soon as you go under contract, that needs to be ordered right away. Let us know in the comments what you think of having a home inspection during a resale purchase, and if you've had any issues when you bought your home during a home inspection.
We want to hear from you, please.
And if you're thinking about buying or selling here in the Las Vegas area, please give me a call at
702-370-5112.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.